All right, live at the fair, it's Jason DeRusha, Drive Time with DeRusha. If you're watching on the screen, I'm wearing a state fair themed sweatshirt here today. So we've got like some of the vibes. This is from the grandstand over there. And food is the focus for a lot of people there, although there's so many other things to do besides food. I don't know, food has become the main attraction for many. And if you're trying to lose weight, or in my case, keep the weight off, it can be a challenge. So we wanted to talk a little bit with Trisha, who is Livea's lead registered. If you guys know, like I lost 45 pounds on number one question people have been asking me at the fair is how are you doing the fair and doing Livea? Trisha, it's so good to see you.
Thank you for having me. Good to see you too.
So I always tell people that the reason you go on a weight loss program is so you can live those moments. You just have to not make those moments your entire life. But one day at the fair, if you do it in a smart way, it's not going to trick you.
Absolutely. So we created a free guide that you can get on Livea.com, and it's called Navigate Your Way Around the Fair with the Food. And you can get it at Livea.com. It really highlights healthier choices for choosing food around the fair. And it also provides practical tips for enjoying the fair without the gifts.
So I was looking through this guide, and just so people know, like, because look, for years on TV, I would do these segments, and somebody would come in and they're like, well, if you eat one thing of french fries, you're going to walk 47 million steps. And I'm like, I don't want to kill people. But let's talk about there are good options, and one is like right across the way. You got one of my all-time favorite state fair items is a beef at the produce exchange, and they'll grill that thing up, and it caramelizing of that fresh fruit is magic. It's so good.
So good. Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of options. Like you get the grilled shrimp tacos, fresh fruit, pork chop on a stick. There's lots of great options.
Yeah, little swaps add up for sure.
They do.
It's just if you go in, and I'm looking at all of your, you got the Chipotle chicken fajita salads. That's a cool option.
Lots of great options.
The omelets, or steak. There are just lots of ways you can do it, and all of that is at Livea.com. Okay, let's talk about some of the hot topics. Your expertise is Livea Medical.
Absolutely.
And there has been so much conversation about GLP-1. What do you want people to know about GLP-1s? Because I think there are so many questions.
Yeah, so if you think of them as a tool, they really help suppress the appetite and also the blood sugar. So when you combine that with our nutrition and our support, our clients are really losing weight safely and keeping it off. Because we realize that it's not just about the medications, it's about the whole thing.
Yeah, it's the combo platter, right? Because I think a lot of us, now that GLPs have been around for a little while, know people who've tried it, and if you're just doing the medication, just like any sort of weight loss approach, it's a life-changing thing, not just
Absolutely, it's not just a quick fix, it's a tool.
Trisha is with us from Livea Medical. I really want to know about this, because I've been seeing so many influencers post about this, so many articles about microdosing. What does that even mean? What is it? And is it a good idea or bad?
That's a great question. So microdosing, simply put, is smaller doses at a more consistent dose. And so you still get the same results, but like I said, you're taking that smaller amount and you're taking it more consistently. And it's not new, but with GLP-1s, sometimes it can be the right fit. And so it's important having that medical guidance to really find out what's going to work for you. And at Livea, we focus on tailoring each plan that really meets our client's needs.
Now, Trisha, you were just telling me about your family. You're a mom. You come to the fair with your kid. What's your biggest tip that you give people to come out here and do it in a way that is still fun, but don't be a wet blanket on people. I don't want you telling people not to have any fun.
Exactly.
What's the biggest tip?
I would say pick one or two of your favorites. You don't have to cook everything. Also, share. Splitting those famous cheese curds, you get less calories, but still don't have the fun, right, of having the cheese curds. So that would probably be my best advice.
That's what we do. I was out here with my son and my wife on Friday night, and we had cheese curds, but I had like 2. You know, we had the order. I got what I needed,
Exactly.
and I did need that cheese curd.
Sometimes 1 or 2
It's
is
so
all it
good,
takes.
but like that was enough. Yeah.
Exactly.
That planning ahead is really good. Water is also a big part of it. We appreciate Livea is powering our water refill stations here at the CCO booth. Water is a big part of all of this.
Yes, you definitely want to stay hydrated, especially if you're on a weight loss journey. Getting the walk in, it all adds up.
All right, Trisha is here from Livea, the head RN at Livea. Give me a success story, because people I think know my success story. I don't know, I think a lot of people do,
Yeah.
but tell me another client success story.
Yeah, so one that really stands out is Jen. She's from our Apple Valley clinic, and about 5 years ago, she had a tremendous amount of weight loss success. But recently, she returned feeling like she needed a fresh restart, and that was back in March, so earlier this year. And this time, she combined the GLP-1 with the nutrition support, and I'm happy to report she's almost back to her weight loss goal. And that's the type of support that we love to provide our clients at Livea, is watching that complete transformation from within.
You know, my experience with what makes me so excited to talk about as a brand ambassador and endorser here on CCO Radio is that I believe, of course, when you're on a weight loss program and you follow it, you're going to achieve success. So the fact that I lost 45 pounds did not surprise me. The fact that I've been able to keep it off for 2.5 years as a food critic, as a busy dad, that to me goes to sort of the team that you have behind you. And that's true with the GLP-1, with the medical side, and it's true with the nutrition program that I have.
100%. So you're a perfect example of it's not just about losing the weight, it's keeping it off and feeling great long term.
Yeah, that's why we do it. That's why we do it. It's got to make you feel great, right? Like,
It
you know,
really does be
yeah.
on this side of the fence, right? Like, it's wonderful watching people transform their entire lives.
It's pretty cool. I'm very grateful. I'll tell you that much. Like, it's made my life look great. Trisha, it was so good to visit with you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up. What are you going to eat now at the fair? Like, I can't,
We haven't decided
don't
yet.
comment. You're allowed to, you have a plan. You and
Yeah.
Carol can
We
split
definitely
it.
have a plan.
Maybe a cookie or 2.
Very good. Well, you can get that guide, and we'll share it online as well. But it's that Livea.com. We'll break. When we come back, etiquette at the state fair. You believe in etiquette at the state fair? We'll ask my friend Andy Lingus about that.